Melanie Brim told her story many times. I listened to her say it at the symposium and in videos of various groups that she addressed, including the Michigan Municipal League meeting on September 22nd of 2010. She had stated how she would start getting marijuana if she ever had a reason to use it medically. Now, for those of you who don't know, Melanie Brim was the original director of the Michigan Medical Marijuana Program. Until she could get her grow up, she would call her younger relative at Northern Michigan University and tell him Grandma needs some pot. She also explained that your life is going to be affected in some way by medical marijuana. A friend, a relative, someone you know will be using medical marijuana. I think she was trying to fix stupid. Marijuana is readily available from the illegal market. It's stupid for us not to point out that at each and every time that we address any public meeting. Recreational marijuana is the #1 cash grab grown inside of the United States, and if we can believe anything that the ONDCP says, we're importers of billions of dollars more. So recreational marijuana is not under anybody's idea of control. If you doubt that, see point #1, that it's the #1 cash crop grown in the United States. Even though marijuana is the #1 drug of choice, it's not the drug problem. The #1 drug problem in our city, in our state, in our country is the misuse and abuse of prescription drugs. And those things are killers. According to testimony from Gil Kurlikowski, who is the director of the ONDCP, it's a healthcare problem of academic proportions. And yet you're here today talking about not allowing veterans to use medical marijuana, something that's never killed anyone, and that leaves the doctors the alternatives of prescribing the prescription drugs that are our drug problem. That just doesn't make sense to me. Point #4, you can't lie to the children. And this is the one that is most important as far as I'm concerned. And I've gotten off of the script here, that's just the way that goes. Gil Kurlikowski, when he testified before Congress, said that right now the misuse and abuse of prescription drugs is at such proportions that there are more people who start taking prescription drugs as their first drug than there are who start with marijuana. Remember the score, marijuana deaths 0. Prescription drugs last year, 40,000. Your attitude should be that marijuana would be the #1 drug of choice. Not after we've gone through all of the different, I listened to Melanie explain that one director would tell you about 6 different pain medication regimens that he would put somebody through before he would put them on medical marijuana. If they're not dead by then, they're gonna be. You guys have to have the attitude to, the reason we gave this program to you guys, to the Department of Community Health, is because you're supposed to instruct the public on what things are healthful. And you're not doing that when you're trying to block somebody from using medical marijuana for something as serious as post-traumatic stress syndrome. You need to investigate. You need to get behind your computer and punch in, something as simple as marijuana in Michigan. You'll find out that in 2007, according to John Getman in his publication, Marijuana in Michigan, in 2007 there were 998,000 recreational marijuana users in the state of Michigan. Now the last time I checked, we had somewhere around 150,000 registered medical marijuana patients. The recreational users outnumber us by almost 6 to 1. I checked. There isn't even a registration program. Do you know that? You can be a recreational marijuana user in the state of Michigan. All you have to do is go out and buy some.
That's right.
You don't have to send in paperwork.
No.
You just go out and buy it and use it.
I know.
You've heard from the veterans here today that 40% of them use it for pain or for post-traumatic stress syndrome disorder. Obviously, this gentleman has kind of instructed us that's not what it is. It's not really a disorder. I hope that when we get done today that you will realize that medical marijuana is a viable, very viable alternative to the prescription drugs. You're talking about saving lives. Stop lying to the children about the dangers of marijuana, and they will listen to you when you tell them about the dangers of prescription drugs. According to Mr. Kurlikowski, because they're prescription drugs, kids don't think they're dangerous. Because they're prescription drugs, they don't think that they're addictive. Yet every junior high school and high school student that you know knows somebody who's died from a drug overdose. Marijuana never killed anybody by its ingestion. Reconsider your attitude. Thank you.